Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, share your insights in the comments, and subscribe to keep up with our newest narratives. The night everything transformed is etched in my memory, particularly because it began in the most mundane manner imaginable. On a brisk autumn evening, leaves danced softly around the driveway as I made my way onto the porch. As my husband Ryan secured the front door, the gentle jingle of his keys filled the air. Our destination was a dinner party hosted by his superior, Gabriel Hamilton. The invitation was laid back and warm, an annual gathering hosted by Gabriel to honor the achievements of their company. Daniel promised me it would be a laid-back affair. Yet an unfamiliar tension lingered in the air this time. "Do you really think this dress is over the top?" I inquired with a hint of anxiety, my fingers gliding over the gentle texture of my navy blue dress. It embraced my silhouette perfectly, instilling a sense of confidence while maintaining an air of modesty and sophistication. Daniel offered a warm smile, gently wrapping his arm around my waist. "Claire, you radiate beauty. Ideal for the event at hand." The journey to Gabriel's abode was serene, steeped in a sense of reflection. The streetlights illuminated the evening with their warm golden glow, while an undeniable flutter of anticipation stirred within me. Daniel had recently ascended in his career, and this evening seemed to hold significance beyond a mere meal. It was all about leaving a mark. Gabriel's residence was a sight to behold, featuring an expansive front lawn and inviting lights cascading from lofty windows. Upon our arrival, Gabriel welcomed us with a personal touch, offering a warm henna shake to Daniel while casting a glance my way filled with sincere appreciation. "Claire, it's a pleasure to finally meet you," Gabriel said with a warm smile. He stood tall, exuding confidence, impeccably dressed, his silver street hair catching the light, complemented by a warm, inviting smile. "Daniel consistently expresses his admiration for you." "Thank you," I responded, a warm blush creeping across my cheeks. "It's a pleasure to meet you as well." The air was filled with laughter, accompanied by the gentle strains of music, crafting a serene ambience within. Gabriel possessed an extraordinary sense of style. His home exuded an air of elegance, while simultaneously embracing a warmth that made it irresistibly inviting. The soft flicker of candles illuminated tables adorned with delectable appetizers, vibrant flowers, and glistening glasses. As the evening unfolded, Gabriel's presence felt undeniably captivating. He captivated all those in his presence, displaying a sincere attentiveness and an undeniable charm. On several occasions, I noticed his gaze resting on me for a fleeting moment, not in a way that felt inappropriate, but rather with a sense of curiosity. Maybe it was just my imagination, yet there was something in his gaze that ignited a feeling of expectation inside me. Following dinner, Daniel engaged in a profound discussion with a few colleagues in the living room, while I ventured out onto the serene terrace to breathe in the fresh air. The garden lay enveloped in the soft glow of moonlight, where the fragrance of fallen autumn leaves intertwined with the delicate aroma of blooming jasmine. Engrossed in my musings, I remained oblivious to Gabriel's silent entrance until his soft voice broke the stillness behind me. "There's a certain tranquility in this place, wouldn't you agree?" Startled, I turned to meet his calm gaze. His eyes held a softness, radiating a warmth that enveloped me in immediate tranquility. Indeed, a gentle smile graced my lips as I leaned ever so slightly against the railing. "Your home is truly beautiful." "Thank you," he replied with genuine sincerity, taking a step closer while still honoring the boundaries of respectful distance. "Claire, if I may be so bold, you strike me as someone who values profound discussions over mere pleasantries." His insight caught me off guard, and I chuckled quietly, giving a nod of acknowledgement. "I suppose that holds some truth." Gabriel took a moment to reflect before proceeding. "May I pose a question to you?" Naturally, I replied, my interest ignited. "You and Daniel appear to be truly content." He started cautiously, casting a fleeting look at the glowing house. "What is the secret to sustaining such a bond over the passage of time?" His question took me by surprise, not due to its intrusiveness, but rather because it was unexpectedly intimate, genuine, and considerate. Behind his confident facade lay a profound vulnerability. After a brief pause, I responded with honesty. "The journey has not always been smooth, Gabriel. Yet, we have cultivated the art of open communication, embraced the practice of deep listening, and continued to unearth new facets of one another. It seems to me that the essence lies in permitting ourselves to evolve in unison. He appeared profoundly touched by my words, nodding with contemplation. Such a phenomenon is indeed uncommon, almost extraordinary. The moment hung softly in the air between us. With a hint of embarrassment flickering across his face, Gabriel cast his gaze downward, a soft chuckle escaping his lips. I apologize. Maybe that was a bit too intimate. Absolutely not, I responded with a swift reassurance. It is genuinely invigorating. Many individuals tend to remain at the surface level. Gabriel's smile blossomed with warmth, and he inhaled deeply, as if summoning his inner strength. I have a suggestion to put forth. He commenced with a sense of trepidation. Rest assured, it comes from a place of genuine respect and sincerity. If it causes you any discomfort, simply let me know, and we shall never mention it again. His earnest demeanor took me by surprise, and my heart raced in response. A mix of nerves and curiosity washed over me as I detected the genuine tone in his voice. What could it be? I inquired softly, nearly stifling my breath. He cast a final look toward the house, ensuring that we were indeed alone. I've observed the remarkable growth in Daniel's confidence and happiness at work since the fortification of your marriage. You are undoubtedly a remarkable woman with a profound insight into the intricacies of relationships. I seek your assistance with a matter of a personal nature. Perplexed yet profoundly intrigued, I inquired, assistance with what precisely? Gabriel paused, weighing his words with deliberation. For an extended period, I have grappled with the challenge of revealing my emotions, seeking a genuine connection. He confessed, his voice laced with a hint of fragility. My connections often lack substance, despite my yearning for profoundness and authenticity. I perceive in you a person who might guide me in grasping the essence of forging such an emotional bond. I was taken aback by his request. My initial shock gradually faded as I came to appreciate his genuine sincerity. He was not requesting anything out of line. He was sincerely seeking emotional guidance. The closeness of the request rendered me momentarily at a loss for words. I understand this may seem out of the ordinary, he remarked softly, perceiving my reluctance. I hope you don't feel any pressure, but I truly value your insights, Claire, and I believe you could be the perfect person to assist me. An overwhelming tide of feelings surged within me. His candor was disarming, and beneath my initial astonishment lay a deep sense of compassion. Never did I foresee a moment like this, yet the sincerity in his gaze was impossible to overlook, and the burgeoning curiosity regarding his request was equally undeniable. Drawing in a breath, I finally replied, my voice gentle yet unwavering. Gabriel, your candor holds significant value. We should converse further, in a more private setting at a later time. I would love to understand your feelings better, and perhaps there's a way I can offer my support. His relief was evident, and his smile re-emerged, soft, thankful, and brimming with appreciation. My heartfelt thanks to you, Claire. As we lingered beneath the moon's gentle glow, the delicate tension that hung in the air transformed into a profound respect and an unforeseen emotional connection. I pondered what the evening might reveal, a blend of anxious excitement and a serene determination coursing through me. Unbeknownst to me, this conversation would profoundly alter the course of everything. Following our exchange on the terrace, I meandered back into the party, my thoughts swirling with a blend of astonishment and intrigue. Daniel remained captivated by the dialogue, his laughter ringing out as he enjoyed a colleague's tale. He looked up, a warm smile spreading across his face at the sight of me. Is everything okay? He inquired softly, his hand resting on the small of my back. Naturally, I offered him gentle reassurance. Gabriel and I had just engaged in a rather intriguing conversation. Daniel's eyebrows arched ever so slightly. Oh, I clasped his hand softly, bestowing a comforting smile. There's no cause for concern. It's merely a personal matter he wished to disclose. I shall share that with you at a later time. Daniel nodded with a sense of trust. One of the qualities I cherished most about him was his authentic trust and respect for my independence. As the festivities drew to a close, attendees slowly began to depart, exchanging warm goodbyes filled with cheer. Once more, Gabriel's gaze found me from across the room, a subtle nod accompanying his glance. Since that moment on the terrace, our words had been few, yet the silent exchange of glances conveyed a depth of understanding beyond what could be spoken. Our dialogue lingered in the air, unfinished and ripe for exploration. As we were about to depart, Gabriel came toward us again, his face reflecting deep contemplation. He rested a gentle hand on Daniel's shoulder, a warm smile gracing his face. "Daniel, I truly value your presence this evening. Having someone like Claire by your side is truly a stroke of fortune." Daniel beamed with pride, wrapping his arm around my waist. "Trust me, I understand." Gabriel glanced my way, a moment of uncertainty flickering across his features before he finally found the words. "Claire, may I have a brief moment of your time before you depart? I have a brief matter I'd like to address." "Certainly," I responded with composure, even as my pulse began to race once more. Daniel graciously stepped aside to stand by the door, allowing us a moment of privacy. Gabriel led me softly to a secluded nook, distanced from the remaining guests. His voice carried a gentle, contemplative quality. "Claire, I never meant to put you in an uncomfortable position earlier. I sincerely apologize if my actions caused you any discomfort." I promptly offered him reassurance. To be honest, it caught me off guard, but in a delightful manner. "Your candidness was invigorating." He let out a slow breath, a clear sense of relief washing over him. "Brings me joy to hear that." I hesitated for a moment, then softly inquired, "Gabriel, why me?" He paused, evidently weighing his words thoughtfully. "There is an essence within you, a genuine warmth and kindness that I have seldom come across. Your sense of grounding is truly remarkable, and I have long held a deep admiration for it from a distance." He offered a soft smile, his gaze brimming with authenticity. "Witnessing the profound impact you've had on Daniel's life, I came to the realization that you might be able to assist me in gaining a deeper understanding of myself. I aspire to discover the art of forging profound connections. I yearn to break free from the confines that surround me." His words resonated profoundly within me, echoing the essence of my own journey. I recalled the moments when I found it difficult to express myself honestly to Daniel, held back by a fear of being vulnerable. Years of growth, patience, and courage had culminated in the profound intimacy we now embraced. "I understand the feeling," I confessed quietly. "In the past, I also dreaded the idea of being emotionally honest. It may seem akin to leaping into the abyss, yet it invariably proves to be worthwhile." Gabriel's expression softened, a blend of gratitude and vulnerability shimmering in his eyes. "Precisely that. I long for that kind of courage." "You certainly do," I reassured softly. "Your demonstration is evident at this very moment." For a fleeting instant, silence lingered in the air, thick with unspoken comprehension. At last, Gabriel found his voice once more, though it came with a hint of hesitation. "Hema, should you be willing, I would appreciate the opportunity to converse once more. Maybe in a place that's a bit more laid back and casual. I would appreciate your viewpoint and candid reflections. I assure you of my unwavering respect and complete discretion." My heart raced at the fervor of his plea. It was heartfelt, dignified, and irresistibly engaging. I hesitated, thoughtfully considering my reply. In the end, compassion triumphed over any remaining uncertainty. "Indeed," I responded in a gentle tone. "Shall we set a time to meet soon? I truly wish to assist." Gabriel's tension melted away, a soft smile blossoming on his lips. "Thank you, Hema. The significance of that is beyond your imagination." I mirrored his smile, a gentle warmth unfurling within my chest. We separated with that unspoken agreement, exchanging a subtle nod that conveyed our shared trust. As they journeyed home, Daniel cast a curious glance, shattering the serene quietude that enveloped them. With a playful grin, he started, "Will you enlighten me, or should I attempt to decipher the events of this evening on my own?" With a soft chuckle, I extended my hand to grasp his, opting for sincerity as I always do. Gabriel revealed his struggles with emotional isolation. I spoke in hushed tones. He yearns to forge profound connections, yet he finds himself grappling with the journey in solitude. Daniel absorbed my words, his grip on my hand firm yet gentle. I perceived that clearly. He has consistently maintained a protective barrier, particularly regarding matters of a personal nature. Yet, what compels one to seek your presence? Perhaps due to my presence beyond his familiar realm, I spoke with sincerity. It could be simpler to confide in someone who isn't intricately woven into the fabric of his daily existence. Daniel nodded with a measured grace, a gentle smile gracing his lips. He chose wisely. The subsequent days unfolded with a serene stillness, yet Gabriel's words echoed persistently in my thoughts. Nearly a week later, as twilight began to envelop the world, a message from Gabriel finally arrived. Shall we rendezvous tomorrow evening at Riverside Park? How about a stroll, maybe around 7 in the evening? My heart raced, aware of the weight of this impending moment. I responded without a moment's pause, my answer clear and certain. The following evening, I made my entrance ahead of time. Riverside Park exuded tranquility, with a graceful canopy of trees stretching above the pathway, their leaves softly murmuring in the crisp autumn air. The lampposts cast a gentle glow, their reflections dancing delicately upon the tranquil surface of the river. Gabriel emerged shortly after, his relaxed clothing highlighting a fragility I had not noticed previously. He welcomed me with a warm smile, a sense of relief shining in his eyes. I appreciate your presence, he started softly, matching my pace as he walked alongside me. I confess, I harbored concerns that you could reconsider your decision. I wouldn't, I reassured him gently, a smile gracing my lips as I looked up at him. I had made a promise to assist, and I intended to keep it. Hand in hand, we strolled by the river, under the stars that were just starting to appear in the fading light of dusk. Our dialogue unfolded effortlessly, evolving from light banter into profound revelations of our inner selves. Gabriel unveiled fragments of his history, revealing his battle to harmonize career achievements with heartfelt vulnerability, and his anxieties surrounding the elusive nature of genuine intimacy. His sincerity touched me profoundly. I reciprocated by revealing fragments of my own journey, my vulnerabilities and triumphs to Daniel, exploring what it truly meant to forge an emotional connection. Every revelation appeared to close the distance between us, nurturing a bond of trust and authentic respect. As we came to a halt beside a bench that offered a view of the river, the soothing chorus of crickets blended with the delicate whisper of leaves in the breeze. Gabriel stared contemplatively over the water, the moonlight shimmering gently in his gaze. He spoke softly, almost in a whisper, expressing that he couldn't recall the last time he felt so at ease just conversing with another person. A gentle smile graced my lips, as I was profoundly moved by his candidness. Words flow effortlessly in the embrace of security. That marks the initial stride toward forging a bond. Gabriel faced me, a genuine light reflecting in his gaze. I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. This evening holds a significance I cannot fully express. As we sat together in silence, the initial tension I had experienced melted away, replaced by a sense of ease and camaraderie. Tonight marked the inception of something profoundly significant, not a peril to my marriage, but an odyssey of emotional development, shared respect, and the unforeseen bonds that life occasionally presents. Unbeknownst to me, the depth of this friendship would soon ripple through our lives in ways I could never have anticipated. The days that ensued after our encounter at Riverside Park unveiled an unexpected lucidity in my bond with Gabriel. With every exchange, the connection of trust we had forged grew ever stronger. Gabriel had become noticeably more at ease with expressing his feelings, posing insightful inquiries regarding communication, relationships, and intimacy. Daniel wholeheartedly embraced our blossoming friendship, recognizing that my intentions were rooted in sincerity and authenticity. Yet beneath the surface, an unanticipated tension gradually surfaced, one that neither Gabriel nor I openly recognized, yet both distinctly sensed. Our dialogues had slowly evolved, growing in length and intimacy, often stretching into the late hours of the night. The bond we forged was unmistakable, yet it was delicately preserved within the confines of mutual respect. As the evening descended and winter's first frost delicately adorned the rooftops, Daniel revealed that he would need to depart for a 2-day business trip. "I'll be home Thursday night," he murmured, pressing a tender kiss to my forehead as he gathered his things. "Will you promise to be okay in my absence?" I let out a soft chuckle, giving his shoulder a playful nudge. "Certainly, it is merely a span of 2 nights. I possess the necessary skills and abilities." He chuckled, his eyes sparkling with warmth. "I am aware of that. Simply assure me that you'll reach out if you require any assistance." I promised softly, a fleeting pang of loneliness washing over me as I observed him depart. As twilight descended on the second evening of Daniel's journey, my phone vibrated with a sudden urgency. It was Gabriel indeed. "Do you have some time to spare this evening? I have a matter that I would prefer to discuss face to face. Shall we consider dinner, then?" A moment of hesitation fluttered in my chest, yet curiosity swiftly triumphed over caution. I responded, "Indeed, I am available." "At what hour?" In just a few moments, Gabriel proposed a serene eatery on the outskirts of town, secluded enough for candid conversation, yet pleasantly accessible to the public. We settled on a rendezvous at 7 p.m. Upon my arrival, I found Gabriel already in his seat, his expression a blend of contemplation and a hint of unease. The restaurant, bathed in soft light, exuded warmth and charm, adorned in deep earth tones that created an atmosphere of intimacy and solace. "Claire, you appear absolutely lovely." As I drew near, Gabriel welcomed me with warmth, his voice soft and inviting. "Thank you," I responded gently, a delicate flutter stirring in my stomach. This night felt distinct from all our earlier exchanges. The dinner unfolded seamlessly, yet the dialogue was tentative in its initial moments. Gabriel appeared lost in thought, as though he were summoning the resolve for a significant moment. "Gabriel, are you okay?" I finally inquired, perceiving the strain in his demeanor. He offered a faint smile, his fingers tangling in his hair, betraying his evident unease. "I have something important to share with you, Claire, and I truly can't predict how you might respond." I halted, my heartbeat accelerating. "Everything is fine. No matter the topic, we can engage in an open dialogue." Gabriel paused once more, then let out a slow breath. "Claire, the last few months have transformed my existence. Your companionship has unveiled layers of feeling I never thought I could experience. However," he averted his eyes, wrestling with his thoughts, before finally locking onto my gaze with unwavering intensity. He admitted quietly, with sincerity, that he had recently come to the realization that his feelings had deepened beyond mere friendship. "It was never my intention, yet I've come to value our connection deeply than I ever anticipated." I gazed in silence, my heart pounding, uncertain of how to react. His words, though unexpected, resonated deeply, reflecting a truth I had long kept hidden within me. I swallowed with caution, working to maintain a steady tone in my voice. "Gabriel, I wouldn't be truthful if I claimed I hadn't experienced it as well." I acknowledged the depth of our conversations, but reaffirmed my devotion to Daniel with unwavering honesty. "I understand," Gabriel quickly assured. "I hold that in the highest regard. I have no desire to add any complexity to your life or Daniel's. I sought only to be truthful, for it is honesty that has led us to this moment." I nodded, my breath quivering gently. "Your bravery is truly commendable, Gabriel. Your trust in me to share this truly means a great deal." A lengthy pause lingered in the air between us. The atmosphere was thick with unspoken feelings, neither distressing nor clumsy, but laden with a profound sense of emotion. At last, Gabriel shattered the silence, his tone soft yet resolute. "It might be wise for us to keep some distance for a time," he proposed with caution, visibly troubled by the thought. "Our commitment to your marriage and the preservation of our integrity must take precedence." A profound sorrow enveloped me, intertwined with a sense of respect and gratitude for his remarkable maturity. "Maybe you have a point," I murmured gently, though the idea throbbed painfully inside me. The dinner concluded not long after, an unspoken understanding lingering between us that this could very well be our final exchange for a while. The frigid night air caressed my cheeks as we made our way to our cars. The street lay deserted, bathed in the gentle light of a solitary lamppost. Gabriel halted, his gaze penetrating into the depths of my eyes. "Claire, before we say our goodbyes, may I request a small favor?" Only this time. My breath hitched, my heart raced with fervor, yet my voice flowed softly. "Indeed." With deliberate care, Gabriel approached, softly raising my chin to connect our eyes. His eyes shimmered with warmth, respect, and a deep respect and appreciation by profound restraint. With visible emotion, he offered a heartfelt farewell with a hand on my shoulder, his eyes expressing a depth of gratitude that words couldn't convey. It possessed a purity, a reverence, and yet an immeasurable strength. "Thank you," he murmured softly, taking a step back. "For all things." He pivoted, making his way with deliberate slowness toward his car. While I remained rooted beneath the soft illumination of the street lamp, my heart a tumult of feelings. The journey back seemed interminable, with a torrent of thoughts swirling in my mind. I had not traversed any tangible borders, yet within me, an unmistakable transformation had taken place on an emotional level. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Daniel made his way back home the following evening, and I welcomed him with open arms. In the days that followed, my thoughts persistently wandered back to that night. Gabriel's sincerity, the gentle brush of his lips against my cheek, and the profound stillness that enveloped our parting. One morning, almost a week later, a handwritten note found its way into my mailbox. The script belonged to Gabriel, soft, contemplative, and undeniably heartfelt. "Claire, I have taken these days to ponder profoundly on all that we have experienced together. My respect and admiration for you continue to deepen. Encountering you has deeply transformed my perspective, guiding me toward the man I aspire to be. However, honoring your joy with Daniel remains my utmost concern. I have chosen to embark on a journey, seeking to wander and refresh my thoughts. Rest assured that no matter where life takes me, I will forever hold a deep appreciation for the lessons you've imparted regarding honesty, connection, and the bravery of emotions. Your influence on my life is everlasting, and for that, my gratitude will remain eternal." With heartfelt sincerity, Gabriel. My eyes brimmed with tears, not solely from sorrow, but also from the profoundness of his gesture. Gabriel had bestowed upon me something deeply significant, understanding my own heart, the essence of emotional connection, and a profound gratitude for my marriage with Daniel. As I gently placed the letter in its resting spot, Daniel's voice resonated with warmth from the kitchen. "Claire, the breakfast is prepared and waiting for you." Inhaling deeply, I allowed a gentle smile to grace my lips as I approached my husband's voice, my heart brimming with a fresh sense of appreciation, clarity, and a serene gratitude for everything that had unfolded. Yet, in that moment, a lingering thought danced in my mind. And how might that encounter alter the course of our lives for all time? Time slipped by in a hushed manner following Gabriel's exit. Life with Daniel had settled into a cozy, well-known cadence, but I couldn't ignore the fact that my encounters with Gabriel had altered something profound within me. I held my marriage in greater reverence than I ever had before, yet I also came to comprehend myself in ways I had never envisioned. On a serene spring morning, Daniel caught me off guard with some surprising news over breakfast. "Claire, you won't believe who contacted me yesterday," he remarked nonchalantly, as he filled my favorite mug with steaming coffee. "Whom does one seek?" I inquired with a sense of wonder, my heart gently fluttering in eager anticipation. He offered a warm smile. "Gabriel. He has returned to town and has extended an invitation for dinner tomorrow evening. He expressed that he missed our conversations and would love for both of us to join him." For a fleeting moment, my breath hitched, a mix of reflection and emotional clarity. A thrill danced alongside apprehension, yet above all, there was an insatiable curiosity. "What are your thoughts on it?" I inquired with caution, observing Daniel's response intently. He casually shrugged, settling down next to me. "Truly, I find a sense of relief. He has been absent from my thoughts, and I find myself longing for his presence. The exchanges between you two, whatever they may have been, seem to have greatly benefited him. He resonates with a different tone, one that is calmer and more contemplative. In that moment, a wave of relaxation washed over me, and I found myself once more thankful for the unwavering trust that Daniel offered. Then we shall proceed. It will be delightful to encounter him once more. The following evening we found ourselves at Gabriel's home, a wave of nostalgia washing over us, reminiscent of our inaugural dinner party in that very place. Gabriel greeted us with genuine warmth, and in that moment our gazes locked. A profound and respectful connection flowed silently between us. The dinner table buzzed with laughter and warmth, but beneath the light-hearted chatter lay a current of subtle, yet profound recognition of all we had endured together. Gabriel had undeniably transformed, becoming more open, relaxed, and emotionally confident in himself. The sight of that transformation stirred my emotions deeply, reinforcing the importance of the connection we had forged. As Daniel distanced himself to take a brief work call, Gabriel subtly shifted his gaze in my direction. The evening breeze wafting through the open window was infused with the scent of fresh blooms and the promise of new beginnings. "Claire," he began softly, a sincere warmth radiating from his eyes. "Witnessing the joy between you and Daniel this evening fills my heart with gratitude. It is important for you to understand that our friendship has imparted the most profound lessons of my life. You revealed to me the strength required to truly love, honor, and release." My throat constricted, heart expanding softly. "Gabriel, I take great pride in your accomplishments. Your growth has been remarkable. It evokes a sense of inspiration." He offered a soft smile, nodding with deliberate slowness. "Your presence has taught me that genuine love is rooted in selflessness. It pursues the joy of others, even at the cost of taking a step back." At that moment, Daniel reappeared, a warm smile gracing his face as he radiated an aura of friendship and comfort towards us both. The evening came to an end, and as Daniel expressed his gratitude to Gabriel with warmth, vowing to reconnect in the near future, Gabriel cast one last, sincere look in my direction. As Daniel made his way to the car, Gabriel lightly brushed my arm, his voice soft and imbued with a tender sincerity. "Thank you, Claire," he murmured, his gaze shimmering with gratitude, respect, and a subtle yearning for all things. I clasped his hand softly, an unspoken understanding passing between us, a recognition of the deep growth we had both experienced through this unforeseen journey. "Find joy, Gabriel. You are worthy of it." He nodded slowly, retreating with a serene grace, a tranquil smile unfolding on his lips. As we journeyed home, Daniel cast a contemplative look my way, his fingers intertwining with mine in a tender grasp. "You've truly made a difference in his life, Claire," Daniel said softly, his voice laced with admiration. "Gabriel appears to be truly joyful. No matter what transpired between the two of you, your presence altered the course of his life." Soft tears gathered in my eyes as I gripped Daniel's hand more firmly. He transformed my perspective as well. It opened my eyes to the fortune I possess in what we share. Daniel's smile radiated warmth, his eyes brimming with tenderness. "What we've created is truly remarkable, wouldn't you agree?" "We have," I murmured quietly, a smile gracing my lips as we journeyed under a tapestry of stars. That evening, as I stood silently on our porch under the shimmering glow of the moon, I pondered all that I had encountered. The connection with Gabriel had challenged my heart, fortified my marriage, and imparted essential lessons on honesty, respect, and emotional bravery. I came to a significant realization. The essence of emotional connection transcended mere possession or the confines of physical intimacy. It was the courage to lay bare one's soul, to welcome vulnerability, and to respect the limits that safeguard the hearts of others. It was a matter of loving profoundly enough to desire another's joy, even if that joy required a painful release. As I stepped back into the comforting embrace of my home, I discovered Daniel standing there patiently, extending his hand with a tender gesture. "Are you doing okay?" he inquired in a hushed tone, enveloping me tenderly in his arms. "Better than ever," I responded truthfully, a smile spreading across my face as I nestled against his chest, a wave of comfort and gratitude washing over me. "This life we've crafted is irreplaceable. I wouldn't exchange it for anything else." In Daniel's embrace, a profound certainty washed over me, affirming that my heart was precisely where it was meant to be. The emotional odyssey with Gabriel had not diminished our affection. Instead, it had revealed its genuine depth and strength. A sense of renewal washed over me, anchoring my spirit and filling my heart with deep gratitude. As time unfolded, Gabriel emerged as a cherished companion, his existence rich with emotional resonance, authenticity, and ultimately, a profound love of his own. Daniel and I frequently spent our evenings enveloped in laughter and camaraderie, leaving behind the tension and uncertainty of that previous chapter. Upon reflection, I discovered that the deepest insights frequently emerge from the most surprising sources. What Gabriel's suggestion had unleashed that fateful night, though daunting at the outset, had ultimately transformed into one of the most profound gifts of my life. It revealed to me the profound essence of emotional closeness, the significance of establishing boundaries, and the resilience that arises from embracing our most authentic selves. Thus, existence flowed softly onward, enriched by profound insights, fortified connections, and the tranquility that emerges only after the tumult of doubt has subsided, revealing clarity, warmth, and an enduring feeling of thankfulness.